Hey folks, I want to express just how tired I am of liars, conspiracy theorists, misogynists, bigots, racists, idiots, and people who can't contain their assholery taking up our valuable time. I was on a post-debate panel a couple of days ago, and one of the participating creators was a fast-talking misinformation fire hose. She was a Candace Owens / Megyn Kelly in the making, and she did nothing but ruin a good conversation. There were two other creators who were extremely knowledgeable, wise, articulate, and fascinating to listen to. Both of them leaned left, but they were also remarkably nonpartisan in many of their views. The moderator was top-notch. It could have been a fantastic 90 minutes, but the MAGA woman made it ugly and stupid and entirely unproductive. She said she heard a bunch of real stories about pets being eaten by Haitians. Blah to the blah, blah, blah. All I could think of is I'm here with two other contributors and a moderator against this MAGA BS. I can't fathom being all on my own facing the ultimate shitstir like Kamala did at the debate. I mean, think about it, folks. Kamala had the impossible task of managing a toddler while also speaking cogently to grown-ups. She defended herself against the most disgusting vitriol and lies. She corrected the record on so much fantasy speak. And she laid out her vision for a united country. All in a day's work for a woman, huh? Well, I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you have to endure the antics of an attention-seeking disruptor whose success is literally measured on how much BS they can crank out. It's really not fun. And unfortunately, it wastes everybody's time. I was so furious after the panel because I had to miss out on hearing more of the wisdom of the other panelists in order to make room for the toddler tales. The same ones we've heard before. And we had to debunk them all over again. We had to say, no, dear, Haitians are not eating people's dogs. And for the time it took to say that, we all had to be squatting down to her level. When you think about how much time Americans have wasted listening to dumb shit, discounting dumb shit, and proving dumb shit wrong, it looks like a fucking crime. Like our ability to use our brains has been regularly hijacked, and all those new neural pathways we could have been forming have been stunted to make room for moron time. And it really makes you wonder, how many people could be benefiting if we all weren't wasting time on nonsense? If you think about the sheer amount of time and attention that has been paid to the notion that Dems are killing babies after birth, imagine what might be different if all that energy had gone to helping mitigate the dangers of pregnancy, or enacting initiatives to help new moms. Imagine if all the energy that's gone into blaming women for unwanted pregnancies and characterizing them as selfish abortion seekers had gone into sex ed, or rape prevention. What is it? Those problems aren't sexy enough to be important? Or is it just that the attention-seeking shitstirrers don't think solutions are as camera-ready as conspiracy theories? On the panel, the shitstirrer said Kamala slept her way to the top, but she said I was spreading misinformation when I reminded her the candidate for the Republican Party is a grapist. She cried foul even when the moderator confirmed the judge had clarified it was indeed grape. She kept crowing even after I walked her through the specifics. Orangina pinned a woman down, ripped off her clothes, and violated her. And there I was, stuck pointing out how sick it is to parse that kind of sociopathic act as not so bad based on the terminology. I'd have rather been listening to one of the other panelists share their expertise on pretty much anything. But for the sake of my daughters, I had to squat down to correct the toddler tale. And in that moment, I lost something for having to do that. We've all been losing for a decade now. And still, in 2024, we're talking about Haitians eating pets? Really? So that a man with nothing to offer can distract from having nothing to offer? So a young Candace Owens gets her wings? So that the MAGA viewers who are too simple-minded for normal conversation can feel heard? There's a reason you need to prove your credibility and maturity to work at a job, or attend a school, or adopt a child. Why, when it comes to public discourse, do we have to invite everyone who wants a damn participation trophy? I mean, duh, there's a real danger to dumbing down. How safe do you think the Haitian people in Ohio feel? And why? Because people who know they're lying want to be MAGA famous. Because people who want to be MAGA famous have no scruples. And because the standards of acceptable dialogue have pandered to the shit talkers and made everyone's dialogue shittier. Yeah. I don't think I'm cut out for panels with conservative voices because I really don't enjoy suffering fools. My time is far too valuable, and so is yours. Yeah.